Welcome to Lancashire Fire and Rescue Services podcast series, Out of the Ashes, Stories from Lancashire. One area of our work in Lancashire's communities may surprise you, and that's the positive influence our services have on children and young adults. In today's episode, we'll be discussing one way we do this, the King's Trust Programme, previously known as the Prince's Trust Programme. Lancashire Fire and Rescue Service proudly marked 23 years of delivering the programme recently. Together, we operate a 12-week full-time course called the Team Programme, which is available to young people aged 16 to 25 and aimed at improving their confidence, motivation and skills. Since the programme began in April 2001, over 7,000 young people have come through our fire station doors, and we provide more programmes than any other fire and rescue service in the country. In today's episode, I'll be talking to Karolina Hooson, our Youth Engagement Coordinator, Karolina, a Prince's Trust support worker, and Iqraa, who recently completed the programme. So I'm here with Karolina Hooson. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Just discuss what the programme is in a bit more detail, specifically what the team programme is at the fire service. What is it? What would a young person expect to do?
Well, it is a 12-week personal development programme, which is for 16 to 25-year-old young people who basically are not in either employment, education or training for whatever reason. And the programme is all about building up confidence and motivation in young people to help them move on with their lives in a positive way. So the 12 weeks are themed in different ways so that each part of the programme will hopefully help a young person in a different way. It's called the Team Programme, so everything that a young person achieves as part of the programme is done as part of a team, but the young person is responsible for setting their own targets and responsible for telling us what they want to get out of the programme, really, and then we can help them to do that. So week one is a lot about icebreakers and breaking down any barriers that young people might have, making people feel settled and happy to be with us on a fire station. So lots of fun, lots of daft games, showing them around the station and telling them what it's like to be on station. We set some rules with them. They will set their own contract so that they know what's expected of them and what they can expect of us, just as importantly. We prepare them for week two, which is when they go on a team building residential. So they might be setting the menus and planning what they're going to eat and thinking about what they need to take with them. They also get a little taster about what it's like to be a firefighter. We take them to our training centre in Chorley and they will do some teamwork exercises and hopefully see what it's like to put out some different kinds of fires.
That sounds super exciting.
Yes, we think so.
Specifically being a firefighter.
Yes.
You mentioned the residential.
Mm-hmm.
On that, do they do some team building exercises alongside some outdoor activities?
They do. It's very outdoors based week. Again, they're taking part in lots of team challenges, but working on their own personal goals as well. So it might be things like abseiling, a self-guided walk, canoeing, rafting. It's a really fun week. We're away as a group, so it means that the young people get to know each other and the staff members really well, and they hopefully form those relationships and settle into the programme so that when we get back to the team room, they're ready to take part in the rest of the programme and to commit to it. Because when they do get back, they then have to choose a community project which they will be involved in from weeks 3 to 5. So as a group, they will look around their local community and find somewhere that might need their help. It might be a community centre, a church, a mosque, a nursery, somewhere that might need some work doing, and they will commit to then completing that project for their local community to make a lasting impact for a place where they live. Whatever it is they do, they're then learning skills like working to a deadline, completing a project. There's maths and English involved in terms of they might be writing emails or measuring up an area. So there's loads of practical skills that they learn on that project that they can take with them into employment at the end of the programme. But also they get a massive sense of achievement and get to see a real lasting difference in their local community. So you can see the programme is not about being in a classroom and being taught by us. It's about them taking
hands-on.
responsibility. Yeah, definitely very hands-on.
Fantastic opportunity not only just the residential where you get to get outside, do lots of fun activities, but being able to do something in the community, it gives you a sense of pride. And like you say, it's something that you can always look back on and say, I did that, that was me. And the skills that they get from that aren't just that you can paint a room, like you said, English, maths, teamwork. It sounds fantastic. So after that, I know there's a work placement and a challenge week. Do you want to briefly explain what they are, just so people listening understand?
So week 6, firstly, is a leadership week where we get the young people more involved with our operational crews on station, usually, and they get to practice being a leader in different situations and what that means in the fire service and how important communication and problem solving is as part of that role. So that's a really fun time for the young people usually. And then after that, you're quite right, the young people go off on a 2-week work placement, which we would help them to find somewhere in their local community, hopefully in an area of work that they're possibly interested in going into after the programme. They will then go off to that place for 2 weeks and be part of that work team. So it's a really good challenge for the young person.
Yeah.
It's not unusual for young people to come to us with no work experience whatsoever, so it's giving them that first taste of the workplace, and again building up skills like communication, team working. It's something tangible to put on their CV, and they'll often get a good reference, hopefully, at the end of that experience. And it's not unusual for the young people to get offered employment as well if it goes really well.
Wow.
I've got many, many examples of a young person who's been asked to stay on in that place of work.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, really good.
It just sounds like such a good opportunity for young people, this programme. What do you think the best benefits of doing this programme are?
I think it's the amount of support that each young person gets whilst they're on the programme is one of the main things. It's not just, like I said to you before, it's not sitting in a classroom, it's not just writing and doing your qualification. Although each young person will get a qualification while they're with us, they're able to take responsibility for how they want to learn and what they want to learn, which I think is important to young people. They're not being told by us, we're not just their teachers necessarily. We're able to help them with other areas of their life that might be holding them back from those opportunities. So, young people might be struggling with their benefits, or maybe they've not got a secure place to live. It might be something as simple as not having a dentist that's really holding them back and affecting their confidence. So we've got lots of help on hand that we're able to refer young people to different agencies and signpost them to the people that can help them get over these various barriers, whilst working on all these other skills so that they are ready for work or in education at the end of the programme. We're not just spending time with them for 12 weeks and chucking them out the other end with no idea what to do. We're getting them ready for what comes next after us.
So each programme's personal to each person.
Yeah.
It's not just a one fits all, one size fits all. It's
That's right.
It's for each person.
Yeah, young people. We have a week called Next Steps Week where we really focus in on the end of our programme and look at things like CVs, application forms. We get them applying for real life jobs. We get them to go to mock interviews for some practice. We'll hopefully get them to go to real interviews, and we're there on hand to help them find opportunities, but also to apply for them and get them sorted, hopefully, so that when we say goodbye at the end of week 12, we're able to tell you exactly where each young person is going on to. And nationally speaking, 3 out of 4 young people who take part in this programme do go straight on into a positive outcome. So it is successful. It's proven over the years. It's not just a nice to do. It's really changing young people's lives.
That's such a fantastic statistic. 3 out of 4 young people. It just shows that this programme, if you do access it, it's a really positive impact on your life.
Yeah, definitely.
So one other question that I have, does someone need to have qualifications to join the programme? And do they get a qualification or recognition at the end of the programme?
Right, okay, well, no, you don't need qualifications to join. All you need to do is make that initial phone call or send a text or get in touch on our Facebook page, and we'll do the rest with you, really, with an interview, and really informal interview, just to get to know you and find out why you want to do the programme, basically. That's the main thing we want to know, and how we can support you. In terms of what you would get out of the programme, every young person does get a qualification who completes the programme. We have extremely high retention rates on programme, so the vast majority of our young people complete successfully, and every one of those young people does get a qualification, and that is a certificate in employment, teamwork and community skills. That can be done at different levels to suit each learner. So even if a learner comes to us with really complex additional needs or hasn't been to school for a few years, we will be able to assist them to get the right qualification for them, and that can be used then to go towards the next step in terms of getting into college. It can be done at 3 different levels, and we'll assess that with each learner to make sure it's right for them.
I know Lancashire Fire and Rescue Service has been a partner for its 23 years, which is a fantastic achievement. Yeah. Do you want to explain more about being a delivery partner, how many people we've got through the door?
Yeah, definitely. You're quite right. It's 23 and a half years, I would imagine, by now, that we've been delivery partner for the Trust in Lancashire. And that came about, really, I think, the fire service recognised the difference they could make within their local community. Prevention is a massive part of the work that the Fire and Rescue Service does across Lancashire, and we fall firmly within that camp.
What's the biggest takeaway you want the listeners to take away from this episode today?
Hopefully just realising that we're here and this is happening, and where, we've not talked about where specifically, but there are these programmes being run all over Lancashire. So basically wherever you live, you should be able to access one on a fire station pretty near to you, and just get in touch really. You can look on the fire service website, you can go direct to the Prince's Trust. We've got a Facebook page, LFRS Prince's Trust, and a linked Instagram account. So, it's really easy to refer a young person or for a young person to refer themselves. It's not a lengthy, scary process. We're all very friendly. So it's just really hopefully to get that message out there for more young people to be able to access what we do.
In the next section, I am talking to Iqraa, who recently completed the programme back in summer 2024. This section was recorded in August before Iqraa successfully went on to university. I'm speaking to Prince's Trust support worker Karolina, also known as Kaz, and I'm speaking to Iqraa, who recently completed the programme. So Iqraa, how are you today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
And do you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself so the listeners know who you are?
Alright, so as you know, my name is Iqraa. I'm 19 years old and I've just recently finished the Prince's Trust. Before this, I was a college student at Burnley College, and I come from Nelson.
And Kaz, do you want to just explain a little bit about your role as a Prince's Trust support worker?
Yes, so I'm Kaz, I'm Prince's Trust support worker. I'm currently based at Accrington at Hyman Fire Station. I'm quite new to the role. I only started in May this year, but it's one of the best jobs I've had.
So, Iqraa, what made you want to join the Prince's Trust programme?
Well, before I started the Prince's Trust, I had basically I finished college. I was meant to continue my studies, but I had to abruptly finish college due to a lot of personal family issues. That's why they gave me the lesser qualification. It was still something. I got an extended certificate at the end of it, but that finished back in January.
Okay.
And then after that, I was kind of a bit lost. Yeah, I didn't really know what else I could have done. And then, so when I'm living on my own, so I have a support worker. My support worker told me that I could join the Prince's Trust. That would be something that would help me, maybe find a job or help me go back to university, because this is something I still wanted to do.
Well, it sounded like the perfect match then to help you get to uni.
Definitely.
So before you started the course, what did you expect? What did you think was going to happen? Did you know a lot about it?
No, I didn't. It wasn't until I started my first interview that I got an idea fully of what was to expect. But honestly, because I didn't hear of the Prince's Trust, I was like, how would this help me at first? I wasn't sure how it would help me in terms of getting to uni. But then again, I have one of my friends actually did this course before me.
Oh.
So I got some idea of what kind of activities she did as well.
So was she able to help you understand what the course was going to do and what different weeks were going to...
Kind of, yeah. She'd always tell us about what kind of different weeks, what she did during the different weeks. So for the residential that she went on was different to the one that I went on, for example.
Where did you go?
We went over to the Lake District.
Oh, lovely.
It was the first time that our group went, even Tash and Kirsty said it was their first time as well going over to the Lake District. It was new for everyone.
And did you enjoy it?
I really enjoyed it. That was my first ever residential.
Oh, really?
So it was such a new experience for me, getting to know not only these new people, but then also having to stay with them for
Yeah.
like a full week or like at least 4 days.
And how did you cope? Did you enjoy it at the end?
I wasn't expecting to, but I really, really enjoyed it. I tried all the different activities because I was thinking if I'm going to be here, I might as well try everything.
So, looking at the course as a whole, what was your favourite part? Which week?
Can't decide between the second week or even work experience.
Okay, do you want to explain why?
Because the residential offered me a new experience again, like being out on your own, like packing. It helped me like get to know my team members on a more personal level, especially the people that I roomed with. It was B and two of the people, Sam and Megan. They were both really nice and like got to know them more on a personal level. We shared like our own stories about our childhood, which we found out we related to each other quite well.
You made some friendships on that week.
Yeah, I made some good friendships, and then I was able to. Week 2 is where I think I was able to fully settle in with the whole team as well. Talk to people I didn't think I would.
Okay. So in your work experience week, where did you go?
My work experience was in Cone. A funny story about that. The people who I was with for my work experience, they're actually the parents of one of my team members.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So one of my team, his name's Frank. His parents run Cone and Northern Life magazine, and I was able to work with them for the 2 weeks during my work experience.
Oh, what a fantastic opportunity.
Yeah, I wanted to do something like architecture based, but I knew it was going to be difficult.
Yeah, it's a very difficult industry to find jobs for, isn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking if not that, at least something on the creative side of the art would be something I wanted to do. I learned a lot more about different software. I got to learn how to use InDesign for the first time and a little bit more about Photoshop.
Oh, they're good packages. I love Photoshop.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be useful, and I got to learn how to write articles and like properly as well. And at the end of the work experience, I wrote my own article about my whole time at Conan Northern Life magazine, and that's published on the website that you can check out.
Fantastic. Well, we'll add a link into the notes of this episode so people can go look at your article. That sounds like a fantastic week, well, 2 weeks, sorry, where you got to delve into more working life skills, but also learning if that's what you'd like to do. And even though it's not the industry you specifically want to go into, you learn lots of skills that can help you in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
So, in your challenge week, what did you end up doing?
Also, we had like the 3 topics we voted on, but the topics that everyone voted on the most is mental health, specifically for young people, because all of us are like young people. We're basically between the ages of 16 and like 24, 25. So that mental health for young people, it just felt like something that we could do because it's a topic that we can relate to. What we ended up doing was we planned a coffee morning and also a walk. So we did like the wellness walk first, and my team, we went through the canal. I think we went to the canal through Barrowford, and then we ended the walk going to Hodge House Community Centre, where we had we had a coffee morning afterwards. I wasn't on the walk, but I helped set up the coffee morning. So we went over to Hodge House while everyone did the walk, and we set up the tables, some activities, and in team we made like icebreaker questions as well that we could use to get people talking with new friends. I brought like some games with me. I have Uno with me that I bought, and some other people bought like their own board games, and we bought some from here as well to take to the community centre.
So, Kaz, do you want to just expand on what Challenge Week is for people that aren't aware?
Yes, so it normally takes 2 weeks. And what happens is our young people identify some vulnerable groups in the local community. So, for example, homeless people, people with mental health issues, young people, older people, people in care. So different groups of people that we could support in some way. So like Iqraa said, it could be organising a wellbeing walk and getting other people involved. It could be a coffee morning where you invite the local community to attend. Obviously that could link in with recruitment as well and promoting what Princess Trust programme is and what we can offer. What you could also do is visit a local care home and spend some time with residents there, which is what we did in one of our last programmes.
Right, so we've spoken about your challenge week. How did you find your final presentation?
Honestly, at first, I thought it was gonna be a bit like nerve-wracking because I don't really do so well in like public speaking. But then, with all the activities and stuff, Tash and Kirsty have both said that that I shouldn't worry so much and that I can be confident and do it. And I was one of the first people. Like I wasn't the very first, but I was one of the few. I was like right after one of my fellow teammates, Sam.
Okay, being one of the first ones can make you a bit nervous, but you were okay.
I actually did well. Everyone said that I did well in the final speech, so I guess I didn't have so much to be nervous for.
Was that all about your favourite memories, what you've learned?
Basically, yeah, because I could not decide, because there's so many good things about the program that I wanted to include. In that speech, I mentioned how the team building activities from the first week, it helped me to like get to know the team, how the dynamic was going to be, who are the extroverted, who are the introverted, because I know I'm like more on the introverted side.
It gives you a good analysis of what everyone's like.
Yeah, exactly. So that helped. And then also like the funny, like I talked a bit about residential. I also talked about the community project a little bit too, because we ended up doing our final presentation in Hodge House where we had
how lovely.
And we talked a little bit. I talked a little bit about what we did, like the process of it, because I was in charge of me and a few other people. It was me, Cara, Georgia, and a person called George. We all worked in the main hallway that is now pink, 2 different shades of pink.
Oh, so you painted it?
Yeah, we painted it. Our job our community project was to basically redesign the interior of Hodge House, so we painted it all.
That's amazing.
We all made a mural. Each and every one of us contributed to it. My little group, we all painted the main hall, which is the different shades of pink.
So after the Prince's Trust, now that you finished it, what are your next steps?
Well, my next steps is I'm going to be going to uni this September.
Oh, how exciting! Congratulations!
Thank you. I've been working on applying for different unis through clearing. I got Tash, Kirsty, and the student support worker, Amina. They all helped me out with looking at the different courses and how to apply, and they've all been very encouraging.
So the Prince's Trust helped you do the
Get into uni application. They also helped me with my student finance as well.
Which uni out of is it 4 you told me earlier you've applied to?
Yeah, I've applied to 4. I've got 3 offers.
Is it to study?
All to study architecture.
That is fantastic. So the Prince's Trust helped you get into those unis. Without them, I'm guessing you wouldn't know where to start.
Yeah, no, honestly, without them as well, because of the grades that I did get, again, I've only got the extended certificate. I didn't think I could get into any unis at all, or there wasn't that many. So the fact that I was still able to get 3 offers, it still feels surreal.
It's absolutely amazing. A massive congratulations to you. It shows that all the hard work that you have put in paid off, and obviously it's a very exciting next step.
Definitely. Thank you so much. It's weird thinking about going to uni. It's nerve-wracking, but I'm also excited at the same time. It's such a weird roller coaster.
From personal experience, I can say that's how I felt too.
Yeah.
So to finish this off, what is your biggest takeaway? So from this episode, do you want the listeners to take away?
Honestly, if you're listening to this and you've been worried about like, oh, what is it that I should do, or I've got nothing to do with my life, or I'm a bit like lost, I don't have any sort of like career option at the moment, try joining the Prince's Trust. Even if you still don't have like a full idea, they can help you go back into education if that's something you want to do, or if you're trying to look for work, then the work experience, depending on what it is you want to do, they could help you get a job. Because I know some people from my team who've gotten like jobs afterwards. 2 people have gone to do like their work experience at hair salons in Cone, and they've both gotten jobs from it. And I know one other person, I think, is going to be studying veterinary science after I don't know if it's veterinary science, but it's something to do with animals and vets, and that will be like this September as well.
So you're saying the Prince's Trust opens a lot of doors.
Basically,
If you're unsure,
I'm
then to
saying-
apply.
Yeah, and apply. Don't be afraid. I know I was really like skeptical at first, but it does help. And even if you don't get like a job or anything straight away, it's a good experience to have.
Well, thank you very much, both of you, for taking the time today to speak about your experience and the Prince's Trust programme. You've got a very exciting future ahead, Iqraa. It sounds like you've got a lot of planning to do, but you'll get there and you'll have a great time.
That's what I'm hoping as well.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you're interested in finding out more about the Prince's Trust programme, please head over to our website on www.lancsfirerescue.org.uk/princes-trust. The link will be in the episode notes below. The programme is free and we are currently running courses in Preston, Burnley, Blackburn, Pendle, Fleetwood, Blackpool, Morecambe and Accrington. We'll be running a new course in January 2025, which we are recruiting for now. And if you head over to our website, you'll be able to find each Prince's Trust team leader contact details and make that initial phone call. And remember, if you liked our episodes, please like and subscribe, and let's make Lancashire safer together.